Yo, what is good, YouTube? We are back with another video. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys are showing love by hitting that like button and that sub button. Today, we're going to be getting into a little bit of a dribble tutorial. This is going to be more so basics. This is going to be nothing crazy, nothing for anybody advanced. Maybe there's some things that players who really are advanced dribblers don't know in this video, but this is more so going to be the basics. We're going to go through a setup move and the setup other dribble moves out of that setup move. Going to be very easy. Everybody should be moving like the pros after you get done with this video. Getting into the sigs, obviously you're going to need those. You don't have to match them exactly, but for everything in here, all of these kind of do have a purpose. The only one that I would say you can change is you could change from Kobe White to Darius Garland. I like how Kobe White has more hop in the hesitation, but that is something that you can change if you'd like. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it, starting with the setup move. The setup move is going to be easy. Ball can be in either hand, does not matter, and you're going to just literally hold turbo and go straight down on the right stick, and that's what it's going to give you. Going to give you a little bit, it's kind of like an escape, but it's not. So it's going to give you that, and this is a move that there's many things you could do out of. You could get it, and you could just speed boost straight to the rim. You could speed boost into a fadeaway shot. It really doesn't matter, and the good thing about that move is that's also a move that you could do a good amount. You don't necessarily have to have a ton of stamina to do it. Obviously, my stamina was out there, but if you watch, your stamina bar doesn't go down that much off spamming that. It's also something you can mix the behind the back into, which is exactly what we are going to get into here. Starting with it, the easiest way to do the behind the back is the ball's going to be in whatever hand it is. Let's start with the left hand. So if the ball's in my left hand, I'm going to go diagonally up left on the left stick, and then I'm immediately going to go diagonally right down on the right stick. So diagonally up left on the right stick, and then down right on the right stick. That's how you're going to get that, and that is going to give you the behind the back. There's many ways to do it. It doesn't have to be out of that move, but it is something that you could spam. It's something that's obviously going to give you a great speed boost out of it. It's going to create a lot of space. This is a move that a lot of people use just to get open on the three. You kind of get there, you get the three. It is what it is. One thing I will say, if anybody has a good jump shot for a guard, hit my line. I don't know what it is. I am struggling with jump shots on my guard. Really haven't played a lot of guard this year to know how to shoot the ball yet. This is the best jump shot I found. I don't really know what it is. I'm definitely not making a video about it. If you want it, you don't. Let's just put it that way. Getting into the next move, it is going to be the Jordan Clarkson. It's kind of an escape, but it's not necessarily an escape. It's actually going to be canceling out of his the step back. That's why you're going to put the step back on. So make sure your hop jumper is Jordan Clarkson. So getting into that, ball in the left hand, you're going to hold turbo and you're going to pull your right stick to the right. Don't pull it for too long or it's going to give you something crazy, but it's going to give you that move right there. And that's a nice little hezzy to get out of into a shot. A lot of things that you can mix into that. If you do hold it too long, it's going to give you this and you're going to end up shooting the ball and your teammate's not going to like you very much because it's not going to be a good shot 9 times out of 10. But there's a lot of things that you could do with it. You can get into a shot. You can get into a fade. You can get into a drive to the rim, whatever you want to do. The next thing is going to be just simply the escape spams. So with these, you're literally going to just hold the ball's in your right hand, and you are going to go up diagonally left on the right stick. That's kind of the same thing that we had matched the same thing we matched the behind the back into. Ball's in the left hand, up diagonally right, something you can speed boost out of and get to the rim as much as you want to do. You could fade. A lot of these sigs really do lean more towards people who fade. I fade a lot. So therefore, I want, sigs that are going to help me get into those fades. But there's a lot of things that you can match these into. Like I said, you get there, and then you start getting into behind the back. You could pull up with your shot. I mean, that's obviously just going to be a great move. You don't necessarily have to shoot it. Sometimes it doesn't make as much space as you want it to. But the setup move is really where it comes into play. That's what's going to get you a lot of space more times than not. It's going to be that setup move. You're going to go down, the behind the back out of it. And you could really just get creative with it. More times than not, honestly, with these sigs, one thing I will say about them, I do switch my sigs a lot. These sigs are the easiest sigs I've found to dribble with. You could really just kind of spam different directions if you really want to, and it'll give you something to work with. Obviously, the more time you put into it, that's when you'll really start getting shifty with it, and you don't have to worry about, you don't have to worry about wondering what it's going to give you. But I will say that more times than not with these sigs, you can really just spam multiple directions and it'll eventually give you something that you want. What I am going to do for you guys is I'm going to give you guys just a little bit of a view on what this has looked like for me getting into these shots. So I'm going to go ahead and switch on to this here, and we're going to go through and break down just a little bit of actual gameplay with these sigs. As you can see there, broke them down, got to the rim, and was able to get a layup on them. Same thing here, setup move, cross over between the legs, step back, straight over them, and that's how you end the game. Like I said, jump shot's not terrible, but it's not bad. But as you can see here, the setup move, we're mixing in the behind the backs, we're mixing in the escapes, get them on your hip, hit them with a Euro step, and get to the basket. As you can see here, I rely on that setup move every time. There's really no possessions where I don't use that setup move. Get to the behind the back, shoot straight off of it. The great thing about the behind the back is you could shoot straight out of it. It really doesn't give you a delay or a pause. Come in the paint, dot my teammate, cash money. You already know. Shout out to my boy in the corner, man. Getting here, setup dribble, behind the back, made him fall, and we are going to sell. I'm going to add that in because, honestly, I put these sigs on the other day. I haven't used them in park very much. This time, we're not going to sell. We're going to take it straight to the rim. So, as you can see, the setup move is actually what dropped them. If we go back to that, which we will in just a second, as you can see, they're getting to my fade. Everything you want this to do, sagging off of me. Easy to shoot out of. The setup move is just, it's a great just move to shoot out of. It's very easy. It doesn't, same thing with the behind the back. It doesn't give you a pause. It doesn't give you a delay. It's just super easy to get a shot out of. But with that being said, let's go back to where that drop was. I know I missed, but as you can see, the setup move is actually what made him fall. I didn't do anything else, just simply the setup move. Boom, he's gone. Unfortunately, I didn't dot my teammate. I went for the make. I tried to stop. The quick stop just didn't work, unfortunately. With that being said, also, the quick stop, if you guys want a video on that, that is something that we definitely can get into at some point. But with that being said, that's pretty much it. If you guys do have any questions, I can try to explain it a little bit better in the comment section. But it's one of those things that, you know, you just got to pay attention to what I'm saying in the video. These are not hard sigs, so there's no hand cam. If they were hard sigs, we'd work on the hand cam, but the hand cam is just not fun to do. But I do appreciate everybody who did check into this video. If you guys did enjoy it, hit that like button, hit that sub button, and I'm out.